I mean, based on what I've been told, 3 weeks is a good kind of benchmark to reevaluate and reassess kind of where I'm at, my progress or whatnot. So mentally, for me, staying positive, staying upbeat. Hopefully, I prove what Coach said wrong and put myself in a position to get back as soon as possible. But um, right now, who knows? Just try to do my job in the rehab process and get back as soon as I can and um, control my presence with the team and everything and help it any way I can when I'm not on the floor. I don't know really. It's kind of all trying to figure out what the program's going to be day to day. I mean, obviously it's nice that I'm walking and not limited with crutches or anything like that, so that's a positive. And it's also helpful to know. I don't remember the step by step approach we had last time, but I remember the feeling of what an MCL sprain is like, and how to kind of work through the rehab process and the pain and the any sense of discomfort that you feel along that way. So nothing will be new in that front. It's just a matter of dealing with the other knee and working through that process. So as time unfolds, I'll figure out what that means. I mean, it's frustrating for sure. Like you said, I've been chomping at the bit the last 2 weeks, ready to get back out there and try to finish out the regular season strong and gain some momentum going into the playoffs. And had a horrible first half and came out in the third quarter pretty strong, got my rhythm back, and then an unfortunate situation. So just try, like I said, try to stay positive. Like there's a blessing in all of this. There's hopefully going to be a story in all of this, and at the end of the day, I'll have an opportunity to get back on the court, hopefully before our season's over with, and do what I can to help our team win a championship. And that's really all I'm focused on right now. It's just going to take a different shape than I expected going into the season, let alone going into this last stretch of the year. So definitely helpful knowing how my body responds to being out for an extended period of time and having to come back into pressure situations and high-intensity playoff games. Been there before for sure, so I think I've handled it pretty well, and hopefully I can get as close to 100% before I get back as possible so that I'm not limited out there. I don't know. It was a confusing one because I didn't know what exactly it was. I didn't even feel I felt my MCL before with the thing in Houston, but I didn't feel that same type of pain, so I didn't know what it was. I joked with you, but the first thought was, thank God it's not my ankle. But other than that, it was just trying to kind of take my time and assess what was going on, get to the bench and figure it out. It was kind of funny. I can joke about it. The first thing I heard from the crowd was, "Where are the high tops?" Because they thought it was my ankle. But anyway, felt good. I mean, to get back to the bench and just understand, my knee's okay, stable, whatever. Figure out how bad the damage was in that sense, and then, like I said, just stay positive through it all because I didn't feel like it was a season-ending thing or anything. Just I'll be out for a little bit and get back to playing eventually. I mean, yeah, but it's just a matter of your perspective. Could be worse, right? So count that as a blessing. Our team's been through a lot this year in the injury department, so I've happened to contribute a lot to that toll. So we're all going through individual things, but at the end of the day, I don't think any of this is going to shake us from our ultimate goal of winning the championship. And at that point, we'll look back on all these kind of incidences and kind of just laugh about them and understand that I think at the end of the day it can make us stronger. It can give us a sense of urgency and kind of jolt the system as we go into the playoffs. So as guys start to slowly come back and our team starts to get back to full strength, we can use this to our advantage, I think, and kind of galvanize the team and really focus in on what it's going to take to win another championship. If it feels worse, just as of right now, just in Houston, I actually came back after a halftime and thought I could give it a go with a brace or whatnot. I didn't even try with this one, but with I think I came back. I don't know how long I was out that time around, but with 3 weeks, and it kind of lead into the beginning of the playoffs, and hopefully I can find a way to get some rhythm and some serious on court time before I get back out into game like situations. Then I can use it to my advantage. I should have, for lack of a better term, fresh legs at that point when I get back out on the court. All the work that I've done and get my body where it is and be durable as a basketball player. I'm really proud of that stuff, but it's basketball and sports in general. You can't control everything, and accidents kind of happen in that sense. So not gonna let it be a defeating situation at all. Kind of treat it with a sense of humor, and understand. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's a tough turn of events, but I'll have an opportunity to play in games that matter down the stretch of the season, and in the playoffs, and that's really the focus. Everything else is kind of just happenstance, really. I won't travel during the regular season just for trying to keep priority in the rehab process, and traveling is probably not the best idea, but in the playoffs for sure. Hopefully at that point I'll be close to playing or playing. But like I said, I'll be available and around in the locker room and practice. Eventually, be on the bench at games, at home games, and trying to encourage everybody. And I know for us, like, we got 4 all-stars sitting in the back, and one is at home right now, and we got Omri back there. We got a nice little crew for now, so I'll have some company, but eventually I'll be the lone soldier out there for a while. So that's not a bad thing. Not really. I mean, there would probably be some comparisons of like the different checkpoint marks of like day 5, day 7, day 10, whatever the case is, of how I think I felt back then versus how I feel now. But it's a different situation with the timing of the playoffs and understanding that when I get close to playing, the certain circumstances could determine whether or not I could expedite things at the back end of the rehab process. But right now it's just about taking advantage of these next 3 weeks the best I can, and at the end of that, I'll be able to answer that better. Yeah, I made her birthday a little tough. We're supposed to celebrate afterwards, but injuries are tough on the whole family, if they're in the arena or not. But kind of part of the job. He's an NBA player, and then he's on this team for a reason, and he has an amazing opportunity to really, show what he's about, and help a team, accomplish a goal. And to not be passive at all on the court, when he's out there trying to be anybody else other than himself. Be aggressive, be a scorer, be a playmaker, and do what we brought him here for. And at that point, he can be proud of himself and what he's about. And so try to encourage that mindset as much as I can. And at the end of the day, he's been playing amazing, and I'm sure that will continue throughout the rest of the regular season and whatever happens after that.